Oh, 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 oh. Wait. Where are my notes? Notes. Gotta have notes.
Okay. I used to be afraid of the world outside my door, so I lived within the pages of a book. I used to be so scared of what I couldn't control. It seemed whatever I touched, I broke. The wind at my back, the grass so green, the sun on my face, it was all a dream. Till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I'll help you stand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning. And as long as we are together, life can only get better. I used to be embarrassed about my eyes, my nose, my smile, so I hid my face behind my hair. I spent so many years feeling like I was drowning. Now finally I'm coming up for air. Laughing out loud, being part of a team, touching the stars, it was all a dream. Till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I understand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning. And as long as we are together, life can only get better. Life can only get better.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning coffee. You're probably going to find this a little bit humorous. It is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. It's 2:30 in the morning. What happened, Jamie, to you sleeping in and getting all the rest that you need so you can get healthy? You're asking. You're not asking that, but I'm going to pretend that you're asking that. And the answer is, I went to bed at 6, so I got all the rest that I needed. And, yeah, I got up really early this morning because I was trying to beat, well, I have no idea if anyone's lining up for this or not, but there's a scholarship, because we homeschool our kids. And with stuff that Trump's doing, actually this happened before that. No, we're not talking politics. Our state has a scholarship program that's finally giving money to homeschoolers. I mean, out of 13 kids, we've got 4 left that my wife is teaching. And we've always, struggled with resources. And so all of a sudden they can qualify and get between $6,000 to $8,000 per student per year to get the books and computers or whatever it is that we need. Yeah, I want to sign up for that. Anyway, so they said it was this morning. And I wanted to be, get in there and put in the application as quick as possible. And I get on there, and wouldn't you know it, any type of state or government or anything, you go and you push the button that says new notification. It is no longer open on February 3rd. It will open on March 3rd. Okay. So I'm up and I'm alert. So what do I do now? Well, I'm going to make the coffee video. I went and made sure that I got it. Everyone except for Mary Ellen, she's going to have tea. So you can have coffee with me, or you can have tea, or you can have juice. I have a story for you. I have a story for you. So I've wanted to tell this for a while. Once in a while when I tell stories, I go back through the archives of the things that I've told you guys, because I really don't want to tell you the same story over and over again. And I forget that sometimes my kids will, when we have friends or family over and they're sitting there doing this, Dad, you've already told that story. Yeah, to you. Anyway, I don't want to do that to you guys either. But I have a story. It's my favorite story. It's a prank that I did. And it made me laugh harder than any other prank that I've ever done. Okay, so I want you to imagine I am visiting my dearest friend, Andai. Yep, sorry Andai, I'm gonna use your name because this is funny. This is so funny. And anyone who knows you is going to enjoy this story. So, my family and I are visiting my dearest friend. We are at his house. He has a beautiful home. And he gave us the bedroom next to him and his wife's bedroom. So the kids are all in their rooms and all that. Anyway, we're at a 2-story house. We're up, and it's not a full moon, but enough that it has like this soft glow. And he has these beautiful windows up on the just on the top floor that shine. How can I describe this? He's got a gorgeous staircase that goes down, wood staircase, and then you walk to either side and you have the different bedrooms. Anyway, so on the side that I'm at, and I'm used to getting up early in the morning, right? You know that I get up early in the morning, so I couldn't sleep. I'd had a really good day. I had plenty of sleep, and I get up early, and I don't want to wake up my wife. I don't want to wake up anyone in the house. So I just kind of open the door and I walk out into the hall, which immediately there's the railing for the stairs to go down. Anyway, so I'm there. I'm just trying to be really quiet. And I'm just enjoying the morning. I'm enjoying the peace. And I'm standing there and I'm stretching in the doorway. And I go like this and I look over to my left and here comes this butt. Just behind, backing out of the room. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And there's just it's Andai backing out of the room. He's going like this. He's backing out of the room and he's holding the doorknob. So he's like, have you ever gone out, you're trying to be really quiet because of your spouse or your kids or whatever, and so you're like putting your hand on the door jamb so you can get it to not click and make noises. So he's trying to make this as silent as possible. And I'm standing there stretching like this, and I'm quiet as can be, and I'm looking around, and I see his butt coming out, and I went, oh, the cartoonist in my brain is going, hey, here's an opportunity for some fun. So I turned around, I bend over right near where he's coming out, and I just do this. And I wait. So he backs out. He turns towards me like that. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack right on the spot. He grabs his chest. I had to grab him because he almost flipped over the railing and down the stairs. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. To this day. And what I love is I just told this to you, and it's on video, and he hates that I tell this story. But it was so good. The reaction was priceless. It was so great. I literally just leaned down and waited. he turned around and like face to face and just I perfect timing for the perfect. I love it. Anyway, there's your story for the week. If you have an opportunity to spook someone, go for it. Tell me about it in the comments. Anyway, good morning. I like laughing this early in the morning. It's going to be a great week. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a great week. Well, other than me not getting that scholarship, that sucks. I want to get that for my 4 kids. So now I got to get all this tax information. We'll figure this out. However, I want to say hello to 2. We're getting a bunch of signups to the community, and welcome everybody. And 2 in particular, I wanted to say hello to a fellow kindred who not only joined Life of Fiction, but also joined the hot dog cart with a lot of the ladies that are part of our community, and they're dear, dear friends of mine. We've got Joe Taylor. Welcome, Joe. She's a retired nurse. And we also have a young lady that I was talking to last night. She was making comments on some of the posts, and just a delightful personality. Mary Ellen Brady. Good morning, Mary Ellen. I told you I would join you for coffee. And then she responded in the comments. She says, well, you can have my portion of coffee. I'm going to have tea. And I was like, well, okay. Because I love tea as well. We actually have a little drawer that is right next to the hot water, the kettle and all that. So I've got coffee and things there, but we've got a drawer that just has just so many versions of tea. So I'm with you. And some mornings that's what I have. And I say good morning coffee, but I'm actually drinking tea. So I am with you. Yeah, but I looked at her profile. I clicked on her profile, and she says she's a tea lover. Well, that's awesome. So welcome. Welcome, both of you. And welcome all of you who are new that have signed up. Once in a while, when I get a notification that we have a new member of the community, and you look at these Substack things, and it says that it gives you a hint of the other things that they have signed, or the other Substacks that they've signed up to. And then it says, and Life of Fiction, and then it says and 197 other Substacks. I'm like, oh, this was like the automatic. I'm not saying you're not here because you don't want to be here. I'm just saying, I do the shout outs when I see that there's less than 20. I don't like the automatic signups. Whatever. I'm glad you're here for whatever reason. I'll win you over. I'm fun to be around. So, what are we doing this week? Gosh. I'm stoked about gnomes. That's what I have on my mind. Our little people. 1.5 billion gnomes. That's yeah. The podcast. Started the podcast last week. That was fun. I have a completely different... I had it all mapped out, what I was going to do for season 5 of Life of Fiction, the podcast. And then I literally just looked at the list. I had planned on it for months. I was just got to get ready to just launch and do that. And I literally got everything hooked up and the mic all up. And then I went, no. And I just threw it in the trash. What am I going to talk about? I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the tabletop role-playing game. That's what I want to talk about. Because that's, not only am I going to have fun doing the tabletop role-playing game and developing this in the community with you, getting feedback, having fun, it's going to allow me to do more world building, which means I'm going to put more stuff over on wantedhero.com. If you haven't been there, I'm going to put the link in there. Any of you have not been over there, it's kind of, I guess if I could describe it, all the writing and the stories and stuff is here on Life of Fiction. And Life of Fiction is the great big umbrella under the you are more than you think you are. That's That's my underlying message with everything. But Wanted Hero is the biggest IP. And I always wanted to have like a wiki on cocaine. That didn't sound right. I'm not advocating drugs. I'm just saying I really want it pumped up. I don't like Wikipedia. But I wanted to have something like that, but also had art and had, all the connected links where if you like the stories and the things that I'm doing here and that we create here in Life of Fiction, you could go over and find deeper lore. You could look up the characters, you could look up the places, you could look up the events, magic, all these. So I've been building that. It's kind of like my super hobby. And I just have fun. And so I'm going to keep building that over there and just like connect it to here. And that's free. So just go over and enjoy it. So you won't find the stories over there. The stories are here. But you'll find deeper things. If you have characters you want to walk and talk with, you'll find them over there. And that's fun. And it's a great community. But it's a great website. Anyway, I've just been thinking about gnomes. And what I've been building over there recently is Clockwork University. So now I'm thinking about that. Because the request that was made last week, more than anything else, I asked, and I'm going to ask questions again this week about the role-playing game. Sorry, I'm kind of choking. I lit incense. And wow, this room is thick with incense now. And yet I still want to light another one. I asked last week what you wanted to cover, the ideas of the content for the role-playing game. And we're going to start with something simple, or start with a particular, what concept, what part of the Wanted Hero world did you want to start with? And almost everybody said start with the gnomes. And actually the timing's pretty good because Chronicles of a Hero with Wendell, he's with the gnomes right now. So the timing's really good. And the gnomes are awesome because it's fantasy and science fiction. Fantasy, sci fantasy. Is that a thing? I have no idea if that's a thing. It's a thing now. Jamie, you can't do that. That's a made up word. Well, all words are made up. Thor said so. Anyway, so we're going to do that. Plus, it's really, really fun because I've wanted to make some other games with gnomes too. Yeah, I still need to convince my son to make Trench Wars. Trench Wars is, yeah. Oh. I shared an old audio file. I'm going to dig all sorts of stuff out. I'm going to show you the stuff that's been going through my brain for well over a decade. And now it's all coming to pass. It's all coming. It's all surfacing. There's the word. Yeah, it's all surfacing. You can't expect me to remember all the words and be accurate at 2:30 in the morning. That's just stupid. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. But the gnomes in Clockwork City, 1.5 billion gnomes, that's a lot of potential. We have hundreds and hundreds of guilds. Wow. I'm going to have to, we have factions. We've got the government faction, the religious faction. We've got the GRR, the Gnome Resistance Revolutionaries. We have technology. I was talking about AI back in 2005. Cryo 64, that's in the comic books. Hey, if you haven't read the comic books, you can play with those. Those are completely free. So go over to start reading here, or I actually put it up in the navigation bar. That's the first one. It's comics because it started as the comic books. Of course, I'm going to give that to you. What kind of person do you think I am? Why would you question that? Go read the comics. But gnomes, oh, yeah. By the way, shout out to Joseph Vickery and Ben Dragon. I need to talk to you guys. So either text me or in the comments below. I'm thinking I have the industrial kitchen and the gym reserved at the MLA. And I'm thinking this month, maybe this month and next month, but this month, I think we should get together and maybe we'll grab Simon as well. But let me cook you guys breakfast. I could use the big oven. Not oven, the big, the grill. And I'll make you guys breakfast and we could sit around for a few hours in the kitchen because they got new stools and things in there. And let's go over and let's start talking about the role-playing game. Yeah, let's do that. I can get in there at 5 a.m. and I'll make all of us breakfast. We can sit around and just laugh and really go over this stuff. I think it'd be fun. Anyway, let me know if you're available to do that. Let's see. Anything else? I'm looking forward to more. I'm going to play with audio stuff. I have with GarageBand. I'm a Mac guy. I'm not a culture Mac guy. I think I'm kind of irritated at Apple, the company. I think they're kind of jerks. But that's just my opinion. Do I love Macs? I really do. I love Macs. There's nothing I love more than iPads. Can't stand the phones. No, I won't use an iPhone. I used to have an iPhone for a few years. They suck. So I went back to Android. So I'm just not a culture person, but I really like the Macs. Anyway, tangent. I know. It's 2:30 in the morning. What do you expect? Why are you questioning me like this morning? It's not like you. Anyway, I've been playing with sounds. Because I thought, what would it be like in an arena? Oh, you guys don't even know this yet. I can't tell you this. It hasn't really happened yet in Chronicles. I can't tell you something that hasn't happened in the story. That's called a spoiler. I'm not a jerk. I mean, I can be irritating and I can be questionable, but I'm not a jerk. except for when you're backing out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's going to be a great week. I'm so excited. So, good morning. Yeah. I think I need to be unleashed on the rest of the week. Yeah, on the rest of the world. Gonna have fun. So I'm thinking gnomes, lots and lots of gnomes. I'm thinking science fiction. I'm thinking magic. We're gonna have a blast. Yeah, so I want to create more audio files. I was just imagining what would it be like if you walked into a gigantic stadium and you're about ready to see slags, which are 40-foot robots, and it's an extreme sport and they battle with guns and lasers and, swords and shields and hammers and stuff. And in the head cockpits, you've got these little gnome pilots. What would that sound like? Let's say I was going and I was getting popcorn and a drink and then get back to my seat. And they started the announcement of, all these slags are coming up out of the floor, and a stadium that holds 1 to 2 million gnomes. It's that big because some of these slags fly and things like that. What would it sound like? Like from the concession stand. I wondered that. And I played with sounds. Heck, you know what I'm gonna do? We're about done here. I'm actually gonna take that file that I'm talking about. I was sharing it with Delinia, and I'm gonna put it in the notes below. I want you to hear this. It's a sound file. It's 3-4 minutes, but just imagine like going out to get a drink, refreshments before things start, and then it starts before you get back to your seats. You hear the echo in the hallways and stuff. And it's just playing with a bunch of sounds together. And I love it. I want to do more like that. Plus, now that we're going to go to Clockworks I'm going to meet more with BB Wing. We still have not hit that goal of the 1,000 views on his album. Yeah, but I have talked to other bands. So we'll see what happens there. But wow. Fun this week. Yeah. So I have more. And, hey. What was I doing? Wait. I think this is important. Let's see. It is... Wait, what am I doing? Flash fiction. I've never done flash fiction. And I'm getting to know Scoot. I like him. And I know you know Scoot. I don't know Scoot. Everyone talks about Scoot. And I wanted to get to know him. And I reached out last week. And I just told him, I says, dude, we need to do a 2x2. Let's do a video together. He's like, okay, let's figure that out. And anyway, he gave me a comp to Gibberish. And I gave him a comp to Life of Fiction. We just kind of swapped so we could get to know each other a little bit better before we do the video. He's awesome. Anyway, he does flash fiction. I've never written flash fiction. And he's got prompts. And this was a prompt for the 31st of January, 2025. He says, try to do one to four, one of these or all of them together. And the prompts, I don't know if you care about these things, but I'm excited. I want to share this. So his prompts this last Friday was write about moving to a new place, a phrase that says, it stung sweetly, and then a quote that says, or someone saying, so you have made your choice. And then the last one is the type of character who doesn't feel safe. I have an idea for all four. Is that good? But I didn't even know what flash fiction is. I've never written flash fiction. And he said it's something between 500 to 1,000 words. I have a hard time writing my name and introducing myself in under 1,000 words. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it today, actually. So, let's see what happens. And then I'll post it for everybody. Okay? Okay, that's it. I've missed you. It's good to see you this morning. You are more than you think you are. Do you know that? I tell it to you every week. But do you know that? It really doesn't matter what other people are saying. What do you choose to do? How do you choose to live your life? I choose to be happy. I want to be happy now. I want to be happy while I'm figuring out whatever it is that I'm figuring out. And I want to be happy at the end. I want to do it all along the way. Because I can count my blessings. And you're one of them. And yeah, it all feels different to me today. It feels like a whole new world. And we're going to play. So you have a good day. You have a good week. Go scare someone in the middle of the night. No, that's probably not a good idea. Unless they're backing out of their door. Sorry, and I never promised that I wouldn't share that story. Anyway. Sorry. It was so freaking funny. The look on its face was priceless. Okay, that's all I got. Go away now. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you during the week. Okay? Bye.